Your Highness, I understand. I know that we've lost again in Europe, but it was Real Madrid, and I really think we can rebound this time. Oh, don't worry about last season. Karabag was a one-off, I guarantee it. Well, yeah, but you know what? We have Ong now. And as you know, once you go Ong, you can't go wrong. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to Queen of the South. It's Season 8, Episode 3 today, and we have two huge games because we're going to face Ludogorets in the Champions League, and after we lost our opening game against Real Madrid, it's almost a must-win game. It is a must-win game if we want to get out of the group in any way, shape or form, because they, of course, took a point off Benfica in the first game, so they've already got a point more than we do. And then it's Rangers in the league, which is a top-of-the-table clash. Now, a little bit to catch you up on, not too much, but we're in the medical centre for a reason, and it's never a good reason, is it? You can see it's kind of behind my head here a little bit. We just have a mounting injury toll coming up here, and it's really hurting our squad depth. Now, we know that we lost two left-backs, Vermeulen and Varela. That all happened last episode. But since then, we've had two more injuries. Players go down. We've had Rezaev, who is maybe not a key player for us. He's out for 2 weeks. And again, it's not a serious injury, but these things do just mount up. And I really, really do like him as this deep-lying playmaker. I think he does a good job in there for us. So we've been missing, or we are going to be missing him for a few weeks here. And the other player that's gone down injured, and this is a massive loss, particularly in Europe, is Alan McLean. Now, he is out. He's already been out for 9 days. He could be back in a week. He could be back in 2 weeks. And this is obviously a big loss for us. He is a big part of everything we do going forward. And, well, it's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal to lose him, particularly coming into away to a Bulgarian side in the Champions League, which is awkward, I think, is maybe the best way to describe that fixture, isn't it? Now, there are 3 games to catch you up on since last episode, which was, of course, no goals, 2 defeats, and a bit of a nightmare. We look to rebound from that against Ross County. Of course, the Tycoon owned Ross County in the league, so let's see how we did. We took an early lead when Witham picked out Duque. Conan Ong made it 2-0. And Bermudez added a third. So all the goals came in the first half of this one. Conan Ong with what I believe was his 10th goal of the season already. And yeah, just a really, really good performance this one for us, particularly in the first half. Second half, it just kind of petered out. You can see from the XG tracker, we didn't really create too much. Actually, it was pretty even in the second half. But the game, at that point, of course, had already been won. Next game was against Hibs. It was the Betfred quarterfinal. Was a chance for us to rotate some players as well. Give them a chance to redeem themselves after the debacle against Motherwell. Let's see if they can do that. We were down to 10 men when the only goal came just before the hour mark for Hibs. So disappointing, obviously. The red card really did kill us. You can see, again, if you look at the XG tracker, before the red card happened, we were well on top. If I could show you the red card, actually. Here we go here. It doesn't, I'm still not convinced. I mean, it was a bit lungy, but I'm not completely convinced that was a red card, if I'm honest. But anyway, Mashagi got sent off, and Irving played well, as you can see, but everybody else, Angus continuing to not play particularly well. And it's disappointing, obviously, to go out of the Betfred, but it is, if we have to go out of something, I think that's what we want, isn't it? So the final game to catch you up on now, it was against St Johnstone, back in the league. Let's see how we did in that one. Nicholson got his first goal to put us ahead, but St Johnstone pulled level in first half stoppage time. Witham and Ong combined to restore our lead. Leshy made it 3-1, before a stunning Irving strike completed the scoring. Oh, I could watch that Irving volley all day, but he played really well. Of course, 2 assists from corners. Nicholson got his first goal for us against his former team. Of course, we signed him from St Johnstone. And yeah, it was really, really good second half, this one from us. 1-1 at the break. Fitzpatrick, who you may remember was with us in our promotion season and maybe early on in our Premiership stay, But yeah, he got the equaliser in first half stoppage time, but second half we were on a different planet to them, so that was really, really good. Now let's have a quick look and see what all that means for the tables, and we are still top, joint with Rangers, 6 ahead of them on goal difference. Celtic have moved up to 3rd, and well, Hibs are still right there, as is Motherwell. So you look at the games that we've played and teams that have beaten us. Well, Motherwell was a bit of a one-off, hopefully. Hibs have beaten us in the cup, but we beat them in the league, and of course we absolutely smashed Celtic. And that result, maybe the Celtic's new manager is sort of getting to terms a little bit better with how things are going, and that'll be a good 3 points come the end of the season. But we start in Europe before we go and play Rangers in the league, and it is absolutely, as I say, vital. Even though we are away from home here to Ludogorets, we really do need to try and make sure we're getting the 3 points. So that's the rest of the fixtures that are about to take place, and we are expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them, more or less the same way that we're playing. This is a team we're sending out, so it's Bursic in goal. It's Witham, who has done a really, really good job filling in at left back for us with those 2 injuries that we have. Walker, Bernard and Ayrton will make up the rest of the back 4. It's Mashagi and Harding in midfield. It's Johnson, Bermudez and Duque. Now Duque, you can see there's playing as a winger. That is, I think, the best scenario we can have, because Johnson and Duque are both left-footed, as is Turpie on the bench. We don't really have a right footer. The one we could do is Angus. I wonder if that might be an option anyway later on in the game. Ong's going to go up top. And a reminder, Bayliss is not quite fit for this one. He should be back, hopefully, fingers crossed for Rangers. But Harding is a good player. He should do absolutely fine. All right, we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognize any names, but Bulgarian teams, particularly Ludogorets, can occasionally have a couple of very good players. So we'll keep an eye out for them. Hopefully, we won't find ourselves on the end of a good performance from someone we've never heard of. Put on a show. That seems like it's adding a bit of pressure, but let's go with it. It's, well, last season's Champions League, we don't want to dwell on it. It was shocking. And we obviously don't want a repeat of that, and if we're going to avoid it, they've come out differently to what we're expecting, so we're going to have to change marking assignments there. Yeah, if we want to avoid a repeat performance, you can see recent form is just looking a bit scratchy as well. One of those was Real Madrid and the other one was a Betfred game. So there's maybe some excuses there if we want to look for them, which obviously I do. But yeah, this is very, very important for us now. We need to at least take a point. We can't afford to be no points after 2 games, can we? Now let's fix these marking assignments and hope that we can get a good result here. The fact that they took points or a point off of Benfica, it's always a little bit troubling. You know, are they good? Was Benfica poor? Are Benfica poor? Real Madrid's taken an early lead against them. Let's see here. We've got defending to do. Cross comes in. Can we get that away? It's off the crossbar. Witham is there to clear it away. Looks like it may have been offside anyway, although I doubt that was from the initial head-up. And we've got Witham looking apprehensive. All right, let's do this. We've got more defending to do. It's not the best free kick, but they are going to get a second crack at it. Walker goes across. He wins it back. Now, can we get them on the break here? Witham clears it upfield, and it's nowhere near Connor Ong, unfortunately. Now, what becomes of this highlight? Can we go and put a little bit more pressure on them? We've won that back easily. Here we go. Harding on the ball. Ayrton getting forward. He's gone early for Conan Ong. Can Conan Ong stick it in the back of the net? No. Almost a first European goal for Conan the Bulgarian. Johnson with a corner. It's decent. It's Walker and it's 1-0. Oh, what is wrong with that? It can't be offside. How can you be offside from a... It can't be offside, can it? You can't be offside from a corner. He's behind the ball. Thank you, VAR. Finally, VAR does something useful for us. Walker with a header. I mean, on what planet is that this Duque that they're checking offside for? And Johnson is now injured. It's going to be one of these seasons, isn't it? All right, so we'll bring Johnny Angus on now. We'll go with the inverted, maybe inside forward for Johnny Angus. Get Duque over there on the left. And well, now we've just got to hope that the Johnson injury isn't too serious. And yeah, it's the one season I try and, have a sensible squad size. Normally my squad just rolls on page after page after page. This season I've tried to be sensible, get quality in over quantity, and this is of course the season where we've just got injuries and niggles and all sorts of things going on. Now, if that is a serious injury to Johnson, that really does hurt us. It would leave Duque and Turpey, and, well, if Allmark is back to fitness soon, but, I mean, Allmark and Turpey, they're not really at the level yet to be able to play week in, week out. Here we go, Johnny Angus. Oh, Johnny Angus, is he onside? The linesman's pointing at something. I'm assuming we're going to be looking at offside again. Is VAR going to be our friend for a second time? It was close, wasn't it? And it looks as though it has been given. Ball forward with him again, back to Bermudez, and I think Ong may have been offside, but Johnny Angus has taken that very nicely indeed. He finally gets himself off the mark for the season. Now, was it Ong? I think it is Ong that was offside, and so was Duque, but Angus was very much onside. So we'll give them some more praise, but that's going very, very nicely indeed. Thank you very much. And I'm glad that Johnny Angus has got himself a goal, because he's really, really struggled to start the season out. So if we can get him in goal-scoring form, that can only be a good thing. And so first of all, we want to say don't get complacent here. We've got a demotivated Witham. All right, so let's try praising him, because he was anxious before that, wasn't he? So let's fist pump, go out there and prove it. And we will get back out there. But yeah, it's good that Johnny Angus is scoring goals, or a goal anyway, because if that injury to, who got off? Johnson. If that is serious, we're probably going to have to look to go play two strikers up top. Now, Real Madrid is 4-0 up over Benfica. So that makes me think maybe it's not the strongest Benfica side we've ever seen. Angus gets into a good position. He's done really, really well. Is he going to have a go himself? He's got a third attempt and he can't find the back of the net. Maybe selfish. Conan Ong, I should say. We'll probably want to word with him about that one. It's gone straight through everybody. Walker is slid in, risking a red card, but just about got away with it. Cross comes in again. Walker again is there. Captain Marvel at the back. Here we go with Duque. Now we know he's rapid. Can he get the better? Oh, he's gone through. He's twisting. He's in a knot. Stop it, Duque. You're going to hurt him. We go again. Duque goes back to Mashagi. Ball forward again for Duque. Oh, he deserved the goal there. But just not quite to be. We approach the hour mark. Let's give them some praise. We've been having to use Davenport. You may have noticed in the loss to Hibs, we've been having to use him as a left back, which is he can kind of do, but it's obviously not ideal. Ong just doesn't quite look at home in Europe, does he? But that's okay. We've done really well here. We're comfortably the better team. Duque's looking tired. I can deal with Turpey coming on for him. That's fine. Some Champions League football for our youngster. I have called up a couple from the under-18s as well to just sort of pad out the squad depth a bit. We're not going to see them ideally, but just so that they're around the squad and sort of in the front of my mind as an option if we do need to make changes. But 2-0 away from home in Europe, that's never a bad result, is it? So we'll take it, and now we've got to hope that that injury to Johnson is just a bruised ankle. So we move second in the group, 6-0 Real Madrid, absolutely battering Benfica. So we may have got away with that quite lightly when we hosted them. The injury, it's another 3 to 4 weeks. It's a groin strain. And yeah, I mean, squad depth it's getting tested very, very much so here. We've got just over 2 million. Finances are looking very, very healthy indeed. We do have, don't we, a few things on the go here. So the stadium expansion along with improved youth facilities and training facilities. So there's not too much more we can do in terms of investing into players right now. I wonder if we could actually increase the transfer percentage. We might as well do that. And I wonder if we could look for another affiliate. No, we can't do that just yet. But anyway, there we go. Guys, wait right there. Next up, it is a huge game against Rangers in the league. We're currently both top of the league with 18 points. Let's see if we can still be top in 90 minutes' time. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to face Rangers, but I just wanted to pull up here. We've had our international call-ups for the upcoming break. We have 2 players in the England squad. Joe Burstick, who was called up last time as well, and Conan Ong has also got himself called up. Now, when was the last time there were 2 players in the English squad that were playing in Scotland? I'm trying to think, like, way back. Was there Alan Thompson and maybe Chris Sutton from Celtic, or I think maybe there might have been 2 England players, or very close to being England players at Celtic a few years, or it's probably 20 years ago now, but I can't remember it happening for a very long time anyway. Maybe Gascoigne was at, certainly not the same English club, as the same Scottish club anyway. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that we have 2 players in the England squad that are playing in Scotland. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Rangers. We're expecting them to play a defensively minded 4-3-3. And this is the team we're sending out. Now, we have had to make a few changes just to try and freshen things up a little bit. I'm wondering if Leshy should play. No, it looks like our centre-backs aren't too bad. So Burstick will play in goal. With him, Walker, Bernard and Ayrton will be the back 4. Mashagi and Bayliss will play in midfield. He's back fit. Well, he's back fit. Maybe not fully fit, but we need some fresh legs in there. It'll be Duque, Ibarra and Angus in midfield. It'll be Ong up top. And let's hope, if nothing else, we don't get any more injuries today. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. There's no... I mean, there probably are new names there, but no one that I recognize as sort of being a football manager god. What do we want to say to this? Put on a worthy display. Just play your natural game. I think I might like the idea of that. We are away from home for this one, so a draw would be absolutely fine. We stay top. And yeah, we chalk off a trip to Ibrox that we've got to make at least once more, you would imagine, in the league this season. So I think that would be absolutely fine. Celtic drew with Hibs, so they've dropped points. So they are going to be third after this game, no matter what happens. Actually, yeah, they will be third because it was a draw. Can we get that away? Oh, it's off the post. And are we going to get rescued here? It doesn't look like we are. And we have fallen behind to Rangers. And that was all a little bit static, wasn't it? It certainly wasn't our best effort in terms of defending. That was a little bit unlucky. Angus maybe dozing a little bit at the back post. But the good thing about it happening so early is that there's plenty of time for us to recover from that. We've got a throw now. Witham to take. To Angus. Back to Witham. Let's see what he can do. It's there for Ibarra. Mashagi's in space. Back to Bayliss. On to Duque. Duque to Ayrton. Ayrton has a go, and it's just over the top. And that will end the highlight. You can see there, though, as things stand, Rangers will be 3 points clear at the top. Let's give them some more encouragement. Ayrton with a free kick to Ibarra. Mashagi to Ayrton. Ball forward looking for Ong. Can't quite pick out his run. Now, what happens to this highlight from here? Ball forward. Ayrton can't win it. I think Driver may be offside. Is it going to get given? I think he's offside. It looks... Yeah, it is offside. Okay, so we've got away with it. Though we do need to be a little bit careful. Oh, I tell you what. That was a lot closer than I thought it was. So, yeah, perhaps we did get away with one there. All right. Do we need to change anything? Let's go back to how we were playing exploiting the middle. So maybe give it a calm down. We've got anxious, apprehensive players in there. That's not ideal. We've had 8 shots. I mean, we have been the better side here. And it's just sort of one lapse from a corner that has cost us right now. Can we get ourselves level before half-time? What we really don't want is to go a second goal down, because that would mean a very big second half would be needed. What's going to become of this? Can Duque get a tackle in? He can. That's a wonderful tackle. Conan Ong has it. He goes back to Mashagi. Bayless. Forward for Angus. Ibarra, good ball for Duque. If Duque, can he find a finish? Of course he can. And Jean-Carlos Duque does indeed have us level for half-time. It's 1-1 in the 44th minute. And, well, Duque deserves the goal. This tackle here, well, we're not going to see it, where he won possession back, was absolutely beautiful. Ibarra with a nice little step over, twist into space, and Duque made the Rangers goalkeeper look like he was, I'm not sure what he was doing. Let's give them some praise before half-time. Robert Witham's a very anxious young man, isn't he? But it's no less than we deserve to be level, that's for sure. Let's say we've been unlucky so far. All right, let's go with young Witham and say that you're playing well, keep it going. That keeps him motivated. And now we can just get back to talking to everybody else normally. Do we want to change anything? I don't think we do. One thing we might need to keep an eye out for is tied legs. We may reach a point where we need to look to freshen things up. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge if we happen to come to it. Cross comes in. It's a little bit deep. Ball again back in. Can Bernard get a block in? No, he can't. And, well, that's frustrating, isn't it? Early in the second half when we find ourselves behind again. Just a little bit too passive defending. Bernard's got to throw himself. They both got to throw themselves in a block there, don't they? And unfortunately, neither of them did that. And our Rangers, are we going to have another Motherwell collapse here where we just don't turn up at all for the second half? Ayrton wins that back. Duque has it. Oh, and he just gives it away. Ayrton again. Can he win it back for us? Not on this occasion. Witham. Can he get it? Oh, that is so stupid. All right, Bernard is not having a good game. There's a chance he's tied. Let's get Leshy on for him. Mashagi. Let's get Davenport on for him. And we'll leave it at that. It's a good penalty, isn't it? Nowhere near it, but we've conceded 2 goals in not long in this second half. Let's try and demand more. And, well, still only 5 minutes into this second half, and we've got another highlight. If this isn't a goal for, or if this is a goal for them, then you do start to fear exactly what is going to happen at the end here. But if we can pull back one quickly, then you do just never know. Ibarra, nice ball there for Angus. What can Johnny Angus do? Bayless to Angus. Again, we have Davenport. Ball forward for Bayless. Can he play in Connor Ong? It's back for Ibarra. Oh, it's gone in. Is it going to count? I think it is. Ibarra gets the goal. I wasn't sure if it took a touch off Duque, who may have been offside, but we have got us back to 3-2. It was some nice play, Bayless. It's there for Ibarra. No, it was just a good shot, wasn't it? Just drifting away from the goalkeeper inside that far post. And we come straight back. This second half has been absolutely non-stop. Come on, guys. Let's not go and let them in again here. Davenport, some good pressure on there. Oh, but Witham has let him in again. Bursic this time comes to the save. And still, we've had almost non-stop highlights for 6 minutes of this second half. There's a ball away from Walker. Can we put some pressure on? Angus does really, really well. Can he get to that first? I think he was going to, but the highlight ends regardless. Deep in the Rangers' half. I said I'd take a draw before the game started. I would definitely take a draw having been 3-1 down. We win that through Ayrton. Davenport looking for Angus. Can't find him. We'll get another crack at this. Davenport again for Angus. Ong, oh, not quite on the same wavelength. And again, Rangers come forward. Ayrton should get to that first. Oh, what is that? Come on, Bursic. Well, he got close to it. Let's drop the line just a little bit. Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Two silly, silly penalties. It was a decent effort there from Bursic, wasn't it? Demand more. Bayless is looking anxious. He's actually playing okay, though. Conan Ong, sorry, is the one, and the left back as well. What can we do about that? Let me have a think about this. All right, so we're gonna throw the boat out here. We're gonna move Davenport back to left back. It's just not Witham's day. He's been playing well, but he's probably tired. So we're going to bring Bermudez on to play as the deep-lying playmaker. Now, he's a very attacking deep-lying playmaker, but he does have good passing. He does have good vision. So let's hope he can find a little bit of space back there and get us back in this game. Everybody's looking frustrated and anxious. Let's encourage them. And I do worry a little bit that we're just seeing, you know, tied legs and just injuries. And that's another one in. Bursic's having a nightmare. And that's 5-2 now. And we haven't been this bad. We've not been necessarily great. But 2 penalties in a free kick. You know, and then we've had one off the post as well. So we've definitely played without luck. Well, and brains as well, you'd argue, with the 2 penalties. What we don't want to do here is just go and completely shoot our goal difference to pieces. Duque with a chance here. Ong and Angus are in the middle. Duque cuts back and just loses out. Bermudez to Ibarra. Ibarra! Oh, that would have been a stunning strike, and it's hit the crossbar. I guess we go attacking. I mean, the game essentially is gone. It's just a matter of if we can manage to pull another goal back for goal difference sake. It doesn't look like we can. And we've lost 5-2 away to Rangers, which is not ideal. I mean, we can't be happy with that, can we? We can only be unhappy with it. So there we go. We end up level on goal difference, 3 points behind. And yeah, I mean, that's obviously not ideal. I don't necessarily think there's any need to panic. What we do need to do is stop getting these injuries, because it's a little bit like the Motherwell game. I think I got my halftime team talk wrong. I think that game, as much as anything, might have just been down to tied legs. But yeah, it's not ideal. But I guess you could say we won the game we had to win. We can work on defense in training. That's not a problem. We've got an international break coming up now as well, so it'll give us a chance to get everybody back fit and rested, I should say, those that aren't going away on international duty, and we can work on defense as well, which we might actually go and do just now, because we looked a little bit vulnerable there, didn't we? So is it training styles? Yeah, defense. And we might also go and defending set pieces, because we looked a little bit vulnerable from those there as well, and that needs to be a match review. But that will do it for today. As I said, one good game, one very not good game. But yeah, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. I think what we'll do is we'll come straight back after the international break. It'll be Hearts away. It'll be Benfica at home. Now, Benfica, having been absolutely ripped to pieces by Madrid, we have to win. Well, we don't have to win it, but you'd think we would very much like to win it, let's say. And if we can do that, assuming that Madrid's going to go and beat Ludogorets, 3 games gone, halfway through a 4-5 point gap to third, you'd start to back us, I think, to get out of this group, wouldn't you? That's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.